My name is Mariah. I am a survivor of abuse, and I chose life for my son. Most women or men who are involved in domestic violence, they will say it started off great. You do experience the honeymoon stages. I felt, groomed. I felt like, okay, he's telling me, I would never treat you like how other men have treated you. I was just feeling great in the first month or two. We were together only 6 months, and it had been about halfway through. He started to show those sides of him. So there was a situation where he threw water at me. And I remember, now I can say I remember, okay, that was a red flag, right? But when in that, I'm thinking like, okay, he's not going to do something like this again. So it started off very small. Halfway through, I want to say, was when it was the full abuse. It was the physical abuse, the yelling. So towards that end was when it was probably the most violent, and it was continuously. It was before, where I would say it was probably like once a month. It became once a week. It became once a day. There was always something going on towards the end there. So when I found out I was pregnant, I was terrified. I didn't know if I would be in a stable situation. And so I did start to contemplate, should I be having a child with this man? Will all the people around me or the resources I have, will they be able to keep him safe? Like I want him to be safe. I had a couple weeks left before, the mark around it being too late to have an abortion, and I thought about getting one. And I told a couple of people, I think I might have to do this because I don't think I'll be safe, and I don't think my child would be safe. So the point where I was at and where I knew I needed to get out of it was I kept saying to him, please do not put your hands on me. I'm pregnant. Like, I'm carrying your child. And he continued to do so. It was full-blown attack. And I completely, after that, shut down and I broke down because I knew right then and there, I was like, I have to get home. I have to leave. I always tell people, I'm like, Elijah saved me, because sometimes I think about what if I wasn't pregnant and I just would have let that time slip away like the other times. I found Southside Pregnancy through my mom. She worked here for a few years, actually, and I began volunteering when I was in high school and in college. I knew that the workers here would support me to make sure I had everything that I would need to prepare for a baby. Elijah, I gave birth to him so quickly, and I just remember when I held Elijah for the first time and I heard him cry, I remember everything that I had experienced and everything that I had thought that was going to affect me being a mother, that went away. And actually, from the moment I held Elijah to this day, like every morning I wake up with him, and that's the same, it feels the same as when I first held him. This is the same feeling I get every day, and why I keep going. Because I get to look at him and I see the unconditional love that I didn't know before. And so now with Elijah, he has played into the biggest roles into why I started using my education as a tool, why I started speaking up for myself, why I started putting up boundaries and trusting myself again. I had started to realize that holistic connection that I needed to have with myself so that I can function and be a mother for him. So a little bit about my life now. I am working now at Southside Pregnancy Center, where I get to help out the clients going through the same situations I went through, or maybe something completely different. I just want to take off with that and everything that I've learned so that I can give back to my communities and all the people around me. And so A message to survivors of abuse is that you are so worthy of so much more than anything that your abuser is trying to convince you of. You are loved, you are beautiful, you have definitely a purpose in this life. If you feel like you can't do things anymore, that's when you know that you need people the most. And that's when it's the hardest to believe. We're out here showing you that we're gonna walk with you. We are going to be support to you. I know this situation happened to you, but that's okay. We're gonna keep going, and we're gonna keep finding different ways that you can get through this, because this is not where it's gonna end.